So in the recent chapter of Modulo, we saw how or what Maru's curse technique is capable of, essentially, harmonizing people. And we already knew that because he was able to find Earth through harmony. He's able to make his entire clan understand Japanese through harmony, and he's able to just bring people together. So I wonder, could this have worked in the Heian era? Could Maru, if he was born then, or if the technique existed then, could it, basically stop the golden age of Jujutsu? Now, from what we see from the Heian era, or see and hear mostly, is that, it was chaotic, it was crazy, but you still had some pretty, tame moments, like Sukuna finding Urame and that, the extras that we got after JJK ended. That can be seen as, there are some less chaotic moments, but still, could, this technique fully, bring together people? And honestly, I don't think so. I think that people, like Megumi said, in the anime and just in this arc in general, he essentially said that those people think differently. Their value of fighting and fighting to the death and stuff is different than, present day or even the future Modulo set in. So I actually don't think so. I think they would still find ways to have conflicts, or not even conflict, just have chaos. And I think that's where, honestly, I think that's probably the extent. They probably extent of the technique on the Heian era. It would probably harmonize people for a little bit if the technique reached its full potential. But other than that, I think people will still find a way to get back to their chaotic crap. I mean, honestly though, I think there could be an interesting conversation, if Maru and Tengen linked up, and Tengen's, actually I don't think Tengen's barriers were erected then, but I mean essentially in the manga it talks about Tengen kind of being worshipped like a god. So if he can get his followers and Maru's technique, or let's just say Maru will use his technique to harmonize more people and kind of create a religion, kind of a more stable religion, then I can see a few people sticking with that. But like I said, in the end, the Heian era probably would still end up being chaotic. And I think even then, if it isn't chaotic, I think people like Sukuna and Kenjaku will still find ways to, screw up the harmony. I could see, freaking Kenjaku sowing disharmony in, funny enough, disharmony, but sowing disharmony in the religion, hopping in a few bodies and, just making people, not believe anymore. Or, I can see Sukuna just flat out finding this to be irritating. I mean, his character's not really like that, but I still can see it happening. But that's all I want to talk about. Do the things, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.